The three of us stood together in the tight living room. Why? The word came out of me like a shot. Why did you hide him from me? Nathan could not look at me. He stared at the floor. Rebecca eventually spoke, and her voice was almost a whisper. We were ashamed, she admitted. Ashamed, I said, my voice rising. I'm ashamed of what? Of having a child. Ashamed of having a sick child, she clarified, tears welling up in her eyes. When he was diagnosed, I could only think about Sarah. Nathan could only talk about how it was happening again. We were afraid. We felt ashamed to come to you. You had given up everything for a sick child. We felt like failures. We were worried you'd detest us. We were worried you would consider us as a burden. So we kept it a secret. We were planning to tell you someday. Nathan eventually looked up at me, his eyes begging. Ethan, it was my fault. I was cowardly. After everything you've done, I couldn't face another failure. I couldn't face the sight in your eyes when you said, I told you so. So I hid. I withheld my own son from you. It was the most terrible thing I had ever done. He eventually broke. The wall of pride and denial he had built his entire life had now crumbled. He sank into a chair and buried his face in his hands, sobbing uncontrollably. It was not a man's self-pitying wail after losing his money. It was the sound of a man realizing the full extent of his own moral bankruptcy. I gazed at him, and for the first time, the wrath subsided, to be replaced by something else. It was not forgiveness, not yet. It was a glimmer of comprehension. He had not acted maliciously, but out of deep, twisted shame. He had committed the ultimate betrayal out of fear of being perceived as weak or failing.